Today I have for you a fantastic recipe for the fall season. It's a green bean casserole. You're just gonna love it. So let's get cooking. Here are the ingredients that we're going to use today for our fall green bean casserole. So we're going to start over here. We've got some milk. You can use regular milk. I'm using some almond milk today. And I will put all of the measurements for everything in the description below the video. We're going to have a couple of cans of green beans. I like the French style green beans when you're doing this recipe. We're also going to have 1 can of some cream of jalapeno soup. This stuff is fantastic in recipes. You're going to have some French fried onions. Then we've got some shredded cheese. I have a Mexican blend here actually. There's a little cheddar and some mozzarella in there. Also, I have some little Serrano peppers. We've got some coarse black pepper. And then we're going to have some bacon. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook our bacon. And I like to do this in my air fryer. The air fryer that I use has trays. It's not a basket. So I'm going to take the bacon and I'm going to lay it all across the tray. I decided today I am using 5 pieces of bacon to put in the air fryer. So let's head over here into the pantry and we're going to get our air fryer going. Put this in. Here we go. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to leave this set at 370 and we're just going to punch start. And we will check this in a few minutes. One of the things that I really do like about this recipe is that you're able to just make it right in the dish that you're going to serve it in. And so I just have a little ceramic bacon dish here and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put both of these cans in the dish. Be sure that you do drain these cans before you put them in there. So I'm going to add the 2 green beans and then also the 1 can here of the jalapeno soup mix. So let me tell you what I've done. Now, as I was mixing those 2 cans of the green beans and then the 1 can of the jalapeno soup, it was not quite as thick as I normally like it. So I went ahead and put a 3rd can of green beans in here. If you're used to making this recipe using cream of mushroom soup, the cream of mushroom soup is thicker than that cream of jalapeno. So you may have to add you a 3rd can just like I did. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of milk. We're going to stir that all in. I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, that's looking about the right consistency there. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this coarse ground black pepper across the top. And again, I will give you some measurements in the descriptions below the video. We're just going to put that in there and then stir that around. This is smelling wonderful. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of these French fried onions in here. We will save quite a few of these onions for the top, but I like to go ahead and put some of these actually inside the recipe. Let's stir that all up. So we have our French fried onions stirred up inside the casserole. And if the casserole is a little bit more liquid than you're anticipating, these onions are going to soak up a little bit of that. Now, if you have not already preheated your oven, go ahead and preheat your oven to about 350. So we're preheating now. We're going to go finish our casserole. For your Serrano peppers, I like to take them and just real finely, we're just going to slice these very finely and we'll see how many we're going to use today. I got these from my garden. We like to freeze them. It looks like they're pretty well thawed out, so we're going to go ahead and chop these up. After chopping these up, I've ended up using 3 of these. They're about that size, so you have an idea. They're about that size. I've used 3 of them. I've chopped them up. Now, these peppers are not very strong. They're not real strong like jalapenos, but they do give it some nice flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these up, and then we're going to go check on our bacon. So look at that. When you put those Serrano peppers in here, it just gives this another little layer of green color, and it looks so good, and it's going to taste wonderful. Now let's peek here on our bacon. Yes, it is absolutely perfect, I believe. So let's take it out and check on it. This bacon went for about 15 minutes and it is just perfect. I don't want it to be overly crisp. I want it really done though. Okay. And we're going to take this bacon and we're going to cut it into tiny little pieces. And if you do not use your air fryer for your bacon, please try it and check out our video. I have a video out there and it talks about how to do your bacon in your air fryer. So I've taken all of the bacon and I have chopped it up. Actually, what I did is I took each strip of bacon, sliced it lengthwise, and then took my cooking scissors and just chopped it all up. And now we're just going to put it in here. And if this is helpful to you and you're learning something today, please just pop that little like button. That way YouTube knows you like us. Here we go. And let's just mix all this up. Mix, mix, mix. And this is smelling fantastic. We're going to take our shredded cheese now and we're just going to put this all over the top and we're going to mix it all in. Now once you have that cheese all mixed in, I'm going to go ahead and just flatten out the casserole. We are going to put some shredded cheese on top. And also remember we have some of our French fried onions to put on the top. We have our French fried onions on top and we are headed to the oven. Here we go, we're in the oven. Let's push it in and we are going to set this. Remember it's at 350 and we're going to put this on right now for about 25 minutes and then we'll check it out. There we go. We are out of the oven and this looks wonderful and it smells great. Be sure and check out that next video that's popping up and I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.